The latest BBC Sport update.
Busy night tonight of sport. Tonight's Europa League action underway at the moment with Arsenal away at Rapid Vienna. Almost half-time. Live to Conor McNamara.
It's Rapid Vienna 0, Arsenal 0. Something of a rarity for Arsenal that this game is being played in front of a crowd. 3,000 spectators have been allowed in to watch in Vienna. Thomas Partey's been solid on his first Arsenal start. The team as a whole, though, has been sluggish. Arsenal's best chance, it was only a half chance, really. Bukayo Saka never really had control of the ball inside the penalty area. The closest we've come to a goal was down the other end. Marcel Ritzmaier, who's on loan at Rapid from Barnsley, had an attempt deflected off Gabriel, and Leno just about clawed it away. Almost half-time. Rapid Vienna 0, Arsenal 0.
Updates will continue throughout tonight's 5 Live Sport, which follows Drive at 7. Spurs, Leicester, Rangers and Dundalk also in action, with Celtic against AC Milan, our commentary game. And Alistair Bruce Ball will be watching at Celtic Park.
Yes, this is a European fixture with a whiff of grandeur. Faded grandeur maybe, meeting here in UEFA's second-tier competition, but grandeur nonetheless, given these two clubs' storied history in the European Cup. This is a very tricky group for Celtic, with Lille and Sparta Prague both in it as well. Neil Lennon is still missing a host of key players and trying to lift the troops after a very flat derby defeat at home to Rangers on Saturday. Milan, on the other hand, come into this on the back of a derby win against Inter. Both goals in that game scored by the ever-young Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who could play at this stadium tonight for the first time since appearing as a 19-year-old for Ajax back in 2001.
Elsewhere in football, Wales women have thrashed the Faroe Islands 4-0 in their Euro 2021 qualifier. More drama in rugby union today. England's game against the Barbarians this Sunday is in doubt after as many as 12 Barbarians players breached COVID rules and left the hotel bubble in London. Our correspondent Chris Jones has more.
Those Barbarians players have been withdrawn from the squad. They will not play in the game. And the match will now only go ahead if the Barbarians can somehow rustle up some players from elsewhere to replace those players. And the players they bring in have to have been adhering to COVID requirements and have to have been tested recently. The Barbarians were already struggling for numbers for all kinds of reasons. So as we speak, it's pretty hard to see this game happening. But there will be a definitive answer tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
In the Indian Premier League cricket, Sunrisers Hyderabad have beaten Rajasthan Royals. Stefan Schemmelt has been across the action.
Yeah, Sunrisers chased Rajasthan's 155 despite Jofra Archer's electric spell knocking over David Warner and Johnny Bairstow. However, the Sunrisers counter-attacked, including dishing out some expensive treatment to Ben Stokes, a frustrating night for the England all-rounder with bat and ball. Sunrisers won comfortably with 11 balls to spare. They keep their hopes of an IPL playoff place alive.
To the Super League now, and 2 matches tonight. Huddersfield Giants face Wakefield Trinity later, but Castleford Tigers against Hull KR is underway. Let's get the latest from our Rugby League correspondent, Dave Woods.
We've kicked off an hour late here because of problems on the motorway, so we're only 10 minutes play, but Castleford already leading 6-0. Jacques O'Neill with the early try. Richardson's kicked the goal, and they're looking very bright at Castleford. As you said, later Huddersfield against Wakefield. None of these 4 teams are going to make the top 4, but the grand final we now know will be at Hull's KCOM Stadium, announced early tonight, and it will be played on Friday, November the 27th.
And you can catch the action live now on 5 Live Sports Extra. And finally, Britain's Theo Geoghegan-Hart is in contention to win the Giro d'Italia after finishing second on stage 18. The Ineos Grenadiers rider is now just 15 seconds off the lead. That's your latest from BBC Sport.
BBC Sport.